Hello and welcome back everyone to the Powder Toy, and today we're going to be doing something crazy, like legitimately crazy. I'm really pulling out all of the tricks on this one because we're going to be building a planet out of biology. It's going to be a living planet. How this is going to work is going to be pretty cool. So to start, let's go ahead and make a box for it to be in, because this can't really happen in a vacuum. We need an atmosphere in order for our planet to breathe. It's going to be interesting how we pull this off. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some meat, which is going to be like the center of the planet. All right, so we got this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take lung, and I'm going to build trees out of lung. This sounds really backwards, because it is really backwards. But we're going to have literal trees made of lung. This is a tree, and it's going to have roots. I'm going to try to make this not look terrible. Very cool. Now, all we have to do is, I'm actually going to do something funny. We're going to put plant. So there's going to be the trees, which are going to basically bring in oxygen and let out carbon dioxide. But this plant on the outside is going to do the opposite, and it's going to turn the carbon dioxide into oxygen again. So it should be balanced, as all things should be. All right. This is cool. I'm liking this idea. I know it's my own idea, so I'm kind of tooting my own horn here, but I think you guys will find this cool. If you find this cool, you should like and subscribe so that you can give me the next suggestion, and go to valor.gg, because that is my social media platform I am building over at valor.gg. You can go talk to me and give me other suggestions. I'll keep that up while I'm working on this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and now do a little bit more work on this planet. Let's go ahead and close this up. All right, and then we're just gonna need blood to flow through it. That's not even. I made a mistake, oh no. It's the end. Spike Viper has made a mistake. Cancel him. All right, okay, here we go. And then all we need to do is we just need to get some blood. Put this blood in. Oh, also the oxygen, yes, the actual oxygen. We'll do that momentarily. All right, we got some blood in here. Now what we're going to do, you can already see the lung is passing its oxygen in because the lung starts with a little bit. And then we're going to set up some fans to circulate this blood. All right. We got our circulatory system now. Let's go. Would you look at that? It doesn't have any skin, which may be an issue. I didn't think about that. It has no skin because it's using plant instead. I think we should probably put the plant on top of a skin layer, but that's gonna get really thick. The trees are gonna barely be sticking out. It already looks a little funky. Oh well, what can you do? You win some, you lose some. All right. Let's go ahead and give it some skin. So we're gonna put the bottom layer of skin on here. We're gonna just kind of try to put a thin layer. It'll grow on its own. So as long as we have that bottom layer, it'll be fine. Whoop. All right. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of all of this except for one. Then I'm gonna copy that one, and I'm gonna put one into each sector. Okay, we did it, team. Well, we got the atmosphere, which is being held in. Looking good. Look at this planet. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. We got trees, we got grass. Sure, we have like this ring around it holding the atmosphere in, but if there was gravity, that it'll be accurate. It would be accurate. I can't put gravity in the center though because it'll mess up the flow of the blood. Or at least I'm pretty sure it would mess up the flow of the blood. I'm not sure if it's something I want to test. Oh, you know what? Let's test it. So we have 2 arteries, 3 arteries, 4 arteries, 5. And now we just open them up so that the blood can go in. Now you may be confused as to why I would do this, but we're going to use the portal out, and then we're going to make a beautiful flowing blood system. It's going to be great, guys. Just trust me on this one. Just trust me on this one. This is going to be the greatest circulatory system I've ever designed. Oh yeah, look at it all get sucked in. Okay, and now we put portal out in front of all of these, actually right next to the lung so that it definitely touches the lung. I know, this is so genius that none of you thought of it. And let's go ahead and put a bacterial infection inside of its skin. Alright, so you can see that it is slowly causing damage here under the skin. And we are seeing some death of cells. There's dead tissue, and the bacteria is growing. And it's actually getting very close to that lung. If it gets to the lung, it's going to steal a ton of resources from the lung, and it's going to be a big problem. Big problem. But it may burst through first. No. Good. This tube is going to be our IV port. So let's go ahead and give it a huge injection of white blood cells. Like massive number of white blood cells. And see if these can go into this portal in and do some good. So we can see that the white blood cells are going through the portal in. And we can see some white blood cells being introduced into the bloodstream. That's good. That's good, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Oh man, I may have to just draw it. Yeah, whatever. Here we go. We're just gonna flood it. We're gonna flood it. This is gonna be a real battle now. Oh, okay, the massive amounts of white blood cells actually have been able to deal with a lot of this, but look at how many resources it's using. Oh man, the lungs are turning purple as the white blood cells use all of the energy. We're gonna clear out the dead tissue now, and we're gonna let the blood cells circulate. Clear out dead tissue, and now to try to rescue this at the very end, let's pump in some new blood. All right, so, oh man, yeah, the white blood cells use so much. We may have to get rid of a lot of the white blood cells now. I'm just gonna clean them out. I'm gonna clean out the old blood. Clean out the old blood. Let that new blood come in from the portal. Maybe I added a few too many white blood cells. Lots of dead tissue falling through. I think we're starting to see some serious damage now just from just from the lack of oxygen for so long and the lack of glucose. That's something as well. I forgot to put glucose into this blood, which means that it's starving. So that's a problem. Let's go ahead and solve that by putting some glucose into here. All right, so now this oxygenated glucose-rich blood may be able to do something. Although on the outside, once again, we have an infection growing, which is eating these lungs. Oh man, look at the quantity. Look at that quantity of bacteria on the outside that's growing. That's insane. That's insane. It's multiplying so quickly. And it's going to actually eat all the way through the lung. I mean, the plant protects it, but it can't protect when the lung is jutting through it here. The bacteria can just eat its way through. There's really no stopping it. You know, you kill it, but then the bacteria eats the dead bacteria. It's almost game over though, guys. Any second now, this bacteria is going to begin breaking in through this little lesion and through this one. We're close to over, close to the end. Although the poison I put down is doing a little bit of damage on this side, it is killing a lot of the bacteria. Actually, it's quite the battle over here. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe putting the poison on the outside was a good call. It seems to actually be spreading around the planet and killing. Oh no, it's leaking in. Oh no, right when the poison promised to save it. It's too late. It's too late. Okay. What if we just get some scar tissue and just close this very quickly? We're gonna help out. Scar tissue is very strong. I mean, sure, a lot of bacteria got in, but this poison is actually forming a protective shell. And maybe, just maybe, I mean, the poison's probably oh no, there's another hole over here now. Oh no. No. There was just a tiny bit of hope. There was just the tiniest amount of hope, but I think that, I mean, there's a lot of white blood cells in there, so technically the white blood cells can try. Oh, you know what? You know what? I think the white blood cells actually managed to pull it off. I mean, sure, there's a ton of dead tissue again. Like 90% of, I mean, there's no oxygen production capabilities anymore, so it is doomed. It's absolutely doomed. As you can see, if I just leave it running a little bit, it runs out of oxygen very quickly because it's being attacked and the white blood cells are using all of it. All right, we'll let it end. We'll put it out of its suffering. Put it out of its suffering. Remove all the silly stuff. Just let it go. Let it go. Our planet is now retired. But you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. You have a beautiful biological planet, and then it just implodes on itself. I think this is a learning experience for all of us. Oh look, the bacteria is starting to take hold again. And this massive amount of dead tissue is just starting to form. There's a massive cavern. The bacteria on the surface is starting to grow on top of the dead bacteria because the poison actually did a ton of damage. It killed pretty much all the bacteria, but it only takes one bacteria to start it again. So any second now, this is going to be a bacteria planet. But you know, guys, we can stop this. We can stop the bacteria planet from damaging the rest of the galaxy by calling on a nuclear deterrent. Here we go. Proton blast. This is how we take care of it. Oh, and the protons are actually being attracted to the center because of the gravity. Ooh. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. It is definitely doing some damage. Definitely doing some damage. But it's not enough! Holy moly. Oh, geez. I was hopeful. I was really hopeful. But it was not enough. Wow. Okay, let's get rid of these portals. They don't really serve a purpose anymore. Wow, I guess the bacteria just won. Just like that. Bacteria are the winners, guys. At the end of the day, it's just so easy for bacteria to survive, whereas everything else requires just babying in order to survive. Bacteria just eats everything in its path. It doesn't care. Doesn't need no lungs. Doesn't need anything. All it needs is something to consume. Although this massive fire is actually killing it. It's being burnt to death. Is this it? Is it going to kill all of the bacteria? Is this flame that has been caused? Also, all this poison that's pouring onto the surface? No way! No way! It wasn't even me. I didn't even do it. It was the fire. Holy moly. All that remains is just a burning ball of dead tissue. It's just literally the burning remains. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. Alright, let me get rid of the core of the planet and just let it kerfloof. And just like that, it's over. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Join Valor, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.